lacking some of the young glamour guys like Spieth and McIlroy, just professionals who can drop 66 on any given day. That's what this tour is all about. Alex Noren quietly has risen to 13th in the world. There's the Spaniard, Cabrera Bello. David Hearn from Canada. It's been a good season already for the Canadians. Adam Hadwin winning, also shooting a 59. Mackenzie Hughes winning. Talked about John Rahm, 22-year-old Spaniard, so dangerous, all the talent in the world. At St. Andrews 7 years ago, and that's Louis Oosthuizen, the South African. Here he is at the 15th hole of par 4.
And Louis Oosthuizen, after missing the fairway to the left, scrambling to save par. And you have to do that. Doesn't matter how good you're playing around here.
17, playing 147 yards today, Frank.
Once again, 17 gave players fits today. 147, you would think, relatively straightforward with the flag in the back of the green. But this is a dicey shot. Played extremely well.
Here he is trying to capitalize on that beautiful approach shot. One of the best of the day. If you manage to get it up top, you better make that putt.
Showing some creativity here at the first.
Yeah, he's very good. One of the best at hitting slices out of trouble. One of the best. One of the worst at hitting hooks out of trouble. From the left rough proximity, he's one of the worst. But you'd have never known it. This was Houdini-like escape from the pine straw, through the trees, around the corner, over bunkers to a couple of feet away, tap-in birdie.
That was from 118 yards. Now for birdie, 21-footer at the 5th.
Yeah, 5th, always a difficult hole, actually a difficult stretch of the golf course. And Oosthuizen just takes a nice, gentle stroll as he picks it out for a beautiful birdie 3.
Trying to finish it off here at the par 5 9th.
Putting back down the hill, moving a little bit to his left. A lot of players have been fooled, not moving as much as they thought. Beautiful putt, 9 under par.
And after his round, spoke. Again, the 29-year-old former Clemson star, 12th hole, par 4, putting for birdie.
Yeah, a hole that has almost dominated the topic of conversation. There's lots of ways to play the 12th hole, but when you can make a putt from 33 feet or so, you can play it safe.
Now the 15th hole from that fairway bunker.
155 yards, and there's a little bit of a similarity between Kyle Stanley and Oosthuizen. They also they display the similar rhythm and effortless power. A little bit of a nice kick, but remember the breeze is going left to right and behind, so he was definitely playing it down that left side for it to kick right.
Stanley at 17, pitching wedge.
Where the hole is cut today on the back plateau of this green, it demands everything of the player. Very few shots were executed as properly as that one today, but he pulled it off and made it look easy to make birdie.
Nice little stretch there, birdies at 15, 16, and 17.
Well, a great drive here down the sort of left center, which gave him a great angle to this front right hole location. Ball set beneath his feet, which would certainly help him work it softly left to right. I think that's an apt description of that shot. He led the field in strokes gained approach today by a wide margin. Now at the 7th for birdie, trickling it down the hill. Nicely done. Time and time again, hitting these beautiful looks at birdie.
All right, now Stanley at the 9th, third shot from 108. This would result in his 8th birdie of the day, a round of 66. Kyle Stanley 9 under, and when he was finished, he too talked with our own Todd Lewis. Holmes, this guy can hit it a long ways, but he keeps popping up. Here he is, third shot at the 2nd hole to par 5.
Well, J.B. Holmes can do a lot of things. He can hit it 9 miles. We know that. He hit a drive on number 1 that was 360 yards. He made birdie there. And at number 2, showing the deft touch. You put those two together, and, well, you've got a nice career, which J.B. Holmes is in the middle of.
Another pretty good touch right here, Frank.
Yeah, another example, just 104 yards. And you might think that's just a stock lob wedge for these boys. But these greens are rock hard. You pitch that a little too far and get it over the back of the green, you're in trouble. Instead, beautiful shot.
Now JB from way downtown at the 6th.
Way downtown, being a little cautious, not trying to chase this back hole location. But let's just do it with the flat stick. He does just that, rolling in the 45-footer on the 6th.
And lest you get the idea that it's a cakewalk, as we're showing you all these great shots out here.
Well, he had got to 9 under par, he hit it left of 8, made bogey, and then here at 9, he's in a bit of a tough spot. Rolls off the green, and he's got stress.
That's a bogey. J.B. Holmes, 7 under, 2 shots back at the lead with Todd Lewis when he won back in 2005. Here's a former Players champ, Henrik Stenson, and David, he had it going early in his round.
He sure did. He's looking like the Henrik of last summer, holding putts, making it look easy.
Now at the 7th.
Just 124 yards here. Pretty good drive down the right side. And they linked up this bunker there. Give it a bit of look. But that flag today and that left there was just like playing darts for these boys, even though the greens are firm.
A fearful hole and a fearless man who's going to win. That golf swing, I would imagine he's had plenty of success here. Chalk this one up. At the back hole location, it's just about the scariest one there. Okay, with the exception of the one on right.
And David, you like to say, this golf course giveth, but then it can very quickly taketh.
Quite quickly, it will take it away. Just in a terrible position there, playing his third, comes up well short. You can see it was buried in the rough, off the upslope, would end up making a double and finishing 2 under par.
Yeah, 32-38 for Henrik Stenson. He's 7 shots back, still with a crack. Hasn't been as good here at the Stadium course since winning in 2009. Scoring average is considerably higher in that time span, and he's also missed 3 cuts. Hasn't really been at his best, but we know he is capable of greatness. We saw that at the Open last summer. Here's the man he beat at that now famous Open, Phil Mickelson.
Carving up the 4th hole here, Frank.
Yeah, remember, no practice round coming in, Brandel. 70 day one, and off to the races, as we would say, early on in the round.
Like Stenson, with a pretty hot start to his round, here he is at the 5th.
Yeah, after a beautiful drive into the middle of the fairway, staring down this 162-yard 8-iron, getting control, playing smartly just to the right of the hole. Going to face the little 12-footer down the hill, moving to his left. This is nothing but center cut.
It's a nice new shoe for Phil.
Yeah, I did notice that.
7th hole.
And putting together some marvelous approach shots, and that's something kind of new for Phil this year. Him making a lot of putts, well, that's nothing new over the last couple of years. Ever since he went to this new grip, changed his release, he has putted better than he's ever putted in his career on the PGA Tour, which is hard to believe given his career.
10th hole off the tee.
Yeah, just plonk a little iron down there, right side of the fairway. You're not going to have a problem. That was the plan. This was a carve up amongst, well, that was, remember a few years ago, hit the great 7-iron from nowhere through it, found a gap. Was not going to happen today. That was just going to take some fun trying to find it. That is a long way left of where he wanted to go. This is where this round started to take this peculiar sort of roller coaster motion all the way home.
Yeah. 17.
You play here long enough, David,
Everything
it's going to get you sooner or later.
Absolutely. Pitching wedge, but just flew too far.
All right, that's a double bogey for Phil. 33-39. He's 2 under for the championship. 7 shots back.
His second round. This was his second to the very gettable par 5 second. A 4-iron. He's posing, and it looks like it's right at it. But check this out. Ball releases from the front of the green. Trickling. It seemed like it was just one of those days for Jason Day. And check out his reacts. Just can't believe it. Why did that release through the green? But he would make birdie from there. Day now on the par 4 5th from 6 feet for par. Slides by, he would bogey. He was at 2 under. Now his second shot to the par 4 7th. This, we're going glass half empty on the 5th hole, glass half full to the 7th. 160 feet. Dave puts it to within 6 feet of the stick. He would make birdie, was 3 under at that time. So we check out some of the notables from the Players' Day in with an even par 72. So he is at 2 under. Hideki Matsuyama, 1 in the red today. He is at 1 under for the tournament. And you see a lot of big names bunched at even.
But if you're off by just a little bit, you can put up a high number. Here's Rory McIlroy, this at the 10th hole.
Trying to make a putt here at the 10th, the hole that, well, eluded him yesterday. Nicely done.
That was his first hole of the day. This is his final hole of the day, the 9th, and this is for a much-needed birdie. Rory shooting 1 under 71. He's at even. He's been dealing with some back issues. Rory with an MRI scheduled for Monday. He'll play the weekend, though, here. Dustin Johnson, 11th hole.
Oh, remember when Freddie Couples made the hole in 3 at 17, rinsed it, and then hit another one and made a hole in 1 for par? Well, okay, that was the most unlikely par you'll ever see. This will be the most unlikely birdie you'll ever see at 11. Rinsed his second shot, took a drop, and holed out with a wedge. Nice birdie. It was the only birdie of the day for him.
He shot 73. He's at even for the championship. Sergio Garcia back to 17 where he made ace yesterday.
Hold it out yesterday, and just watch this. Could it be back-to-back? No. Got really lucky, though. Hitting the bulkhead. Come on.
It's coming up, Rose.
I know. Are you kidding me? Things are looking good for Sergio.
So he made par there. Now at 18, this for birdie, just off the green.
He's got his mojo back. You know, he bounced it off the woods at 17. You've got to make it here, right?
Go ahead, Sergio.
That's like stealing.
Round of 1 under 71 off 73 yesterday. Sergio level for the championship. Ricky Fowler.
He had a poor day on the greens. He really did. The worst day he's had all year long with the flat stick.
That was at number 3, so that was a bogey here at 16. Oh boy, 2 over 74 for Ricky Fowler after 70 yesterday. You get the idea. Another one of these superstars. He's at even par and 9 shots back. Matt Kuchar, past players champ.
Beautiful approach into 10. Knocks that down and finish up with 71 today.
Yeah, he battled back. He was in a little bit of trouble early in his round. And Justin Thomas, wild day. Explosive player, and he too fought back for 71. He's in the mix. Let's hear from Justin and a few others.
The 17th hole, a tough hole location to get to on Friday. A Players Champion, David Duval, will tell you why it was so tough when we continue.